Alright, welcome back to the shop. Today is going to be a spastic montage of a bunch of different little projects I was working on. So I would probably caution you to say just flip to another channel or go watch something more educational. This isn't going to be a great video. It's just going to be me horsing around in the shop today. I'm going to do a little bit of sandblasting. I want to clean this oil can up. It's got some stuff on it that doesn't want to come off. So I think this could be sandblasted and would look nicer, so that'll only take a minute. I also have a sharpening stone of sorts. It says our very best on it, and it's so dirty I can't really make out too much. I tried to do some research, and this has been sitting on in my office for like probably a month and a half or 2 months, and I can actively see it deteriorating. So if I don't do something now, this won't be long for this world. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sandblast it. If anybody speaks German out there, I don't know if you can see that. I don't know what that says. I tried to Google search it and a couple of the words, and it wasn't enough for me to make sense of. So anyway, if anybody recognizes what this is, I'd be interested to know. If you've got a minute, go ahead and leave it in the comments. My best guess is that this just happens to be a sharpening stone that fits in a cigar box. Is I think what's going on here. At least that's what I remember from some of the... Anyway, so for some reason I came to that conclusion. But this is deteriorating very fast, so I'm going to sandblast it, shellac it, or paste wax it or something. And then I'm going to probably put in a couple clips of a couple things I've done to the shop, and just random stuff. So anyway, switch to something else more entertaining. I'm just goofing around today. I wanted to get some content up. So anyway, thank you for watching. Now I'm gonna cut to some time lapse. Alright, welcome back to the shop. Today's video is going to be the final day of a very small restoration of the paint can, but I ruined it. Look at that. It's like, I mean, it's pretty cool looking, but it's so thick and so gloppy. And I just brush painted it on there, and it looks so cool. I can't remember what channel I was watching, but the guy used the Hammerite. Geez, if I can go back and find it again, I'll credit whoever it was I was watching. But anyway, I don't recall. But I saw this color, and I said, you know, this is pretty cool. So I bought it, and the paint is just very. I mean, you really get your money's worth because it goes on thick. I think this should have probably been thinned out, but anyway, it's just as. It's got such a neat look to it, but it's just so thick. And it's I don't think it'll ever dry completely. I mean, I can still see that it's a little tacky there, and it's been at least 24 hours. But anyway, I'll just set it on the shelf, and maybe it'll harden up in a month or two. Anyway, so that video is shot out. But anyway, the paint's cool looking. Let me set this down. And I'm not even sure this video will make it to YouTube or not, but I got a wagon. And it's a plastic wagon. I've had a series of metal wagons with fabric on it, and they're great. They're collapsible. They're super handy. I especially like the collapsible ones. But the issue is that when you leave something outside, like I did, the sun kills things. So I'll set it out next to the boat or something like that, and it's sort of undercover, but it gets a little bit of sunlight every day, and that's all it takes to kill those things. Sunlight will also kill plastic, but you know, this is a little bit more durable. So and you know, of course I don't have to worry about it rusting. So today's video is going to be me assembling this little Mighty Max cart, and I think it's sort of a big build, and this is a small space, so we're going to see how it goes. But anyway, I wanted this cart to pull my cooler. When it filled up with drinks and ice and all that stuff, it weighs quite a bit. So anyway, it'd be nice to have this, and this would be handy to have around the yard. And then there's the other fact that I'm sort of lazy, and it sort of goes back to saying my father would say. He says, never walk when you can ride, never stand when you can sit, never carry anything further than you really have to. So part of that probably weighs into the fact that I weigh more than I should. But anyway, I want a cart, so I bought one. I'm going to assemble it. Hope you enjoy. Alright, it is times like this that I'm happy that I don't throw shit out. So, if you went way back to one of my montage videos, before I started recording things, I took pictures of the rebuilds that I did. And I redid a radio flyer. And the lady that I was redoing it for had bought new caps, and I just happened to have, she bought new wheels and caps. And anyway, I got some extra parts, and she said, oh, just go ahead and keep them. And I said, alright, well, the odds of me redoing a radio flyer, I mean, aren't impossible, so, you know, let me throw these on the shelf. And, they shorted me one of the brackets, or one of these little retaining things, which are crap, but anyway. I don't feel like drilling a hole through it. We'll see how it works. If I need to modify it later on, I will. But anyway, sometimes you just want to hold on to stuff. Ah, son of a bitch. Too big. The radio flyer was better built than this thing. Alright. Alright, so that's the Mighty Max little cart. I stood on it, so I know it holds about 250, 270, I don't know, I haven't weighed myself in a while. So anyway, it's seems pretty sturdy for being a plastic cart. It should last for quite a while, I'm hoping. The fiberglass reinforced plastic is some really good stuff. I have a utility cart that's made out of it. They've had for forever, and it's really held up well. So anyway, hopefully this holds up well too. I put a couple little eyelets in there. They're not quite footman's loops, but to tie some stuff down when I go to the tractor show. And you can extend this bed out a little bit longer. I don't really see any application to do that right now, but anyway, I might modify this in the future. But all I need to do right now is hold my cooler. So anyway, sorry, not that great of a little video today, but I want to get some content out there. So I'll let you know how this works out in a couple months. Thanks, have a good night.